It's time for the Rolex 24 once again. Yes, it is that time of year where the teams will take on the 3.5 mile or the 5.7 kilometer speedway road course in Daytona on the beach. Well, no, not exactly on the beach, but near the beach. And it is also the first major race of the year. I mean, I know we've had Formula E in Mexico, you know, the Dubai 24 hours, all that sort of stuff, the Abu Dhabi 6 hours, but it's not exactly a main series, although you could argue Formula E is a world championship, while IMSA is not. But, you know, it's not a like highlight of the calendar, if that makes sense. Although it was a very good race and a very historic one, with Nick Cassidy winning with Citroen a few weeks ago now. But yes, this is just next level stuff. And yeah, it's gonna happen this weekend on the 24th, 25th. So this Saturday and Sunday. So obviously 24-hour race. Some of the talking points are very interesting, especially the talking GTD Pro with where we see a return of the very feisty battle of BMW and Corvette, like we saw last year, where they were holding up. The lead Corvette was the Black Market BMW team for Formula Racing, and that got into some argy-bargy and some stuff that, yeah, it got quite disrespectful towards the end. That was quite funny as it came full circle because the first endurance race of the year was obviously this last year where that happened with Tommy Milner finger. And the same happened in Bahrain with the BMW and Corvette Team World Endurance Championship. I can't think who it was, but I think it was Danny Uncadella in the Corvette. Please do correct me if I'm wrong, but he basically gave a BMW driver the finger. So it was quite funny how they came full circle in endurance racing. Or will my team over at Air Racing with Spike and Rexy win their first ever Daytona? It'd be very, very interesting, especially with that special gold Spike car. I mean, that was just fantastic. I love that car so much. To celebrate their special year last year. And Rexy, he did have a chance last year, but he just got bumped out by a few cars, and that was it really. And Spike, he had some issues with a few hours ago, if I remember right, and yeah, never really went going from there. Quite a few LMP2 hosts had some problems quite late on as well. So the endurance factor really took its toll on the LMP2 teams last year, as we saw, like I say. But yes, hopefully Spike and Rexy will be able to get rid of all their problems, and yes, maybe both of them will be able to win a Rolex, which, I mean, I would just personally love that beat. And in GTP, we could see a Porsche 3-peat with the 7 car going back to back last year from the previous year in 2024. Also, it's a Valkyrie's debut for the Aston Martin, because obviously they debuted in IMSA's second race of the year to allow for their sort of world first to be the Qatar round, which was between Daytona and Sebring. So they wanted that to be their first sort of thing. So they didn't actually do Daytona last year. So, and yeah, just as a little rundown, we have 11 cars in GTP, 14 cars in LMP2, the only spec category of the race, and in GTD Pro 15 cars, and in GTD 21 cars. So